Just now I explained the word aletheia. We see that when discussing the word Zen, we should distinguish carefully two kinds of Zen. I call the first one as Ben Zen, reality, which is a profound philosophical term. We discussed before the philosophers like Parmenides, Plato. When they think philosophically, they also need explore the outside world. But after long-term exploration, they find the outside world that the organs can directly sense. This outside thing, it's real or fake on Earth. They think that the human knowledge should not stay on the perceptional level simply. After occupying these perceptional knowledge, they still reflect on the essence of these things deeply. After long time reflection, they made a judgment to the extent of the reality between the two worlds, or the two parts of the world. They think that the things existed in the spiritual world. That is, the things existed in the ideal world. They argued these things are genuine. Is Bunjin original true? Is Zuijin truest? So comparatively speaking, perpetual world, the things that humans' organs can sense, are not so real. Ancient Greek philosophers saw these sensory and perpetual things. All changed with the time and location changing. For example, Heraclitus said, "No man ever steps in the same river twice." What does it mean? He thinks that he found a natural law. All things in the world are all in the process of moving and becoming. The river today is not the same one tomorrow. You step into the river today. The river you step into once more after landing is already not the same one that you stepped into just now. For this basic understanding, some rational philosophers argued the things of the spiritual world is most genuine and is original true. Concerning this point, please keep in mind, when we discuss other content today, the second meaning I mentioned just now. Greek people use another word to express jin. That is one of the meanings of word imi. I call it dwanjin, the truce veil of judgment. When expressing the meaning of true, the word means yes, right, indicating agreement. Oh, you are right. Oh, it's right. That is the meaning. Concerning the word dwanjin, with this kind of daily used meaning, why I put it forward today, because it's close related to the development of dialectics and logics in Greek philosophy. In another word, dialectics and logics in Greek philosophy is the theoretical result actually, when they are pursuing the truth. In the exploration process, the words like aletheia so on, at the beginning in Greek, they were used daily. However, with the development and mature of the philosophers' rational thinking, philosophers use those daily words to express their philosophical ideas. If we see the trace in Greek classical works of the word aletheia, we will see, in Homer's times, the word aletheia has already been used. In Homer's epic, we found that he used this word in many places. Therefore, we say Homer is a poet, not a philosopher. In the epic of Homer, of course, we cannot find his explanation to the word gen. He just used it in daily sense, but did not explain it. Then, among the Greek philosophers, who is the first to use this word? It's Parmenides. When interpreting Parmenides' long poem, we have already introduced it. After Parmenides, we saw Democritus, Plato, and Aristotle, who all used this word. But Democritus is like Parmenides. He just used it, did not explain its meaning, especially its philosophical meaning. This work was done by Plato and Aristotle. In Plato's works, especially in his middle and late dialogue, with arguing with the sophists, he distinguished gen and gia, false. When stating his own philosophical theory, he regarded the most real thing and original true as the final object and target of human beings' cognition. Aristotle also stated the aletheia in detail. He played an important role by using logical method, defining the conception. He stated all aspects of aletheia. Aristotle has a book named Metaphysics. Its third volume is called Philosophical Dictionary. In this volume, Aristotle carefully elaborated the concrete meaning of 30 philosophical concepts. His explanation and exploration to the word aletheia actually has close relationship with the logics he created later. About this issue, I will elaborate in detail when I introduce Aristotle's logics. Marx said human anatomy is the key to the monkey autopsy. On the other hand, symptoms manifested on lower animal only can be understood when we had known it. What Marx said here was always regarded as a guide by the scholars who study the history of philosophy. Marx's words showed the idea of genetics. When studying Greek philosophical spirit, we should do the research by the method of genetics. Every concept, every word, we should use the method of genetics to elaborate the origin, the form, and the development of them.